Feedberg. That's who I am. Let's begin. Why why do I have very little subscribers, but I have a lot of videos? And do I want to become popular on YouTube? Yeah. Well, let me start by saying in 2023, I would say like September or a little bit before. I guess it was like summer of 2023. I wanted to become a YouTuber. Like I wanted to get popular. I wanted to get extremely popular on YouTube, right? I wanted to be big, and because I know I can do it. I know I could get big on YouTube. I mean, just look at my videos. You can see that I have no shame in like putting myself out there to the world. I don't really care, I'm upfront, I'm real, and I can say the craziest things. And if you look at my previous videos, I do edit my videos pretty well. Um, but I feel I can't say that I'm cursed. I feel like I'm cursed. But every time I try to do something, something fucks up. Okay. And in the summer that I wanted to do it, I was being prepared. I was like, okay, I'm going to get a Twitter account, and then I'm going to get the blue marker for the Twitter. I was still in a run with a woman from the Dollar Tree store. So, and I want nothing to do with that woman, but I started saying some stuff on my Twitter. I mean, you could look at my Twitter. I have a link on this YouTube channel, and I say the craziest shit. Um, Plus, I'm nude in one of my pictures, but that just shows like I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm naked in like one of my pictures. I don't really care. Um, but the thing is I was being prepared to become a YouTuber. I wanted to get popular. I wanted to get big. I wanted to do all that crazy stuff. But then in October, something happened. My mom was starting to get sick, and she just said she wasn't feeling well. Now, she had this since like August, which I did. I mean, she said she was complaining even in August, but October it was worse. And this was when I was like, because I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, right? So, but in 2023, I was like, I don't know, I started watching Mr. Beast videos, PewDiePie, and then Aiden Ross. I was bringing Aiden Ross to one of my coworkers that I work with. Um, and we were talking about Aiden and Fatali and Mr. Beast and how like, oh, look at how he grew and stuff like that. And I'm making this video because of a comment that I got, today. So I just want to clarify something on why I'm not growing on YouTube. But let's go to October. So my mom was feeling sick in 2023 of October. She was feeling pain, like she said it was kind of like menstrual pain or something, something women go through, and it just something didn't feel right. She was losing weight, and I noticed that I guess in October as well. I noticed that she was getting very thin. But I thought it was because my mom was always walking. She would always walk to Walmart, and she would walk from Walmart to the apartment, and then go to work. She would walk to work. I thought, okay, so she's walking a lot, so that's why she's losing weight. Because this what goes through a person's head when you see them always constantly walking. Because my mom was always walking. She kept walking and walking, and she didn't eat a lot. So Okay, so my mom's not eating a lot. She did eat, but not like she should. Like she would eat, but very small portions. But because of the pain and everything that she went through, she was just something just wasn't right. So in November, I was like, "Well, Mom, can you go to the store and pick me up some food and pick something up?" And she got some dinner, but then she left a bag, and she got really upset because she left something that she paid for. I was like, "So wait, you don't have my card? You don't have my debit card?" She's like, "No, I left something at this." And she started crying. She started panicking, and I was like, "Well, what's going?" She's like, "Oh, something's not right. I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna make it." And I started panicking, like, "Mom, what are you talking about? You're not gonna make it." And this is the time where I was doing YouTube videos. I was trying to upload. I was trying to like, wanted to. That was the time I wanted to upload. But she was like, "No, something's not right with me." And she started crying, and I was like, "Mom, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "Haven't you noticed that I've been losing weight?" And I was like, yeah, but I thought it was because you're walking." And she's like, "No, something's just not right." And I'm like, "Well, why not go to the doctor?" I can't afford going to the doctor to get checked up on. So I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't know how to do YouTube now. Um, but then my mom took a week off of work, and then it extended from that. And then my mom finally in November went to the hospital, and and she was filled with fluids in her stomach too. So that was another reason why she was feeling some pain in her stomach, because she had some fluid being built up. It turned out my mom had ovarian cancer. So that's another reason why my channel is not big. It's not that I don't want to become popular. It's just, when you lose the woman who gave birth to you, your mom or your dad or somebody that your loved ones that you care about, you kind of just don't care if you get popular or not. Even though you do want to become popular and you do want to become big, when something like that happens to you in your life, your world shatters, and it's like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted my YouTube channel to be entertaining, and you know, it, it just I can't. I mean, I can, but I can at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't given up. I still upload. I'm still doing this, but I lost someone. I lost someone who took care of me, you know? And it's like, it hits you. You know what I mean? It hits you. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do from that? Um, so every time I go on YouTube, it's like, if my mom didn't have the ovarian cancer, would I have more subscribers? And I know I would have. Um, it sucks. It sucks when you lose someone. I know I would have been somewhere. I know people come across my channel and they just like, "But how do you have 30 subscribers when you have like 200 videos or the close to 300 videos? Are you not following the algorithms of YouTube? Do you not want to become popular? How come you don't edit your videos? I mean, what's going on here?" Well, my mom was a great help to me, because I have my own apartment and I do work. So I do have a job. So that's another one. But my mom would give me $300 a month. And so now I'm paying everything. So whatever money she gave me, I would save up on my money and I would start buying some stupid stuff like, I don't know, a hat or a camera or a mic or headphones. And I was willing to build up, this YouTube. And I even told her I wanted to do YouTube. She thought it was crazy, but um, and here I am, here I am just trying and stuff. But it's real hard because nobody understands, like, but yeah, how did I get to this point? So it's like, now my mom. I know it sounds like a stupid excuse, dude, but it's not really a stupid excuse. I still upload, I still, post videos, I still try to, do, and I still voice my opinion, I still upload. I still want to get big and stuff like that, but not like I used to. I'm drained. I'm tired all the time. It's like it's more like you've given up, but you haven't given up. It's like a person who skateboards. They still skateboard, but they're just not as active as they used to be on a skateboard. I guess you could put it in that sense. You know, um, like they still love doing what they're doing. It's just not as they used to, you know, because someone's gone, someone that they cared about left them, and it's just like it's like a different world that they live in. They still like what they're doing, but it's just like less of it, if that makes sense. So there's just like less of loving what you do. It's not that you don't care, because you do. It's just you're not doing it because, it's like something's missing, or you're struggling to have certain things. Like me, like I'm spending like 1,200 on this apartment, like I spend over 1,200, like close to 1,300, somewhere close to it, just to be in this apartment. That's my rent. It's crazy. It's over 1,000. Um, it's wild, and it's just me, and I make food for a living. So, and then I gotta, and luckily I save money, so I don't really. I was always like that. I don't like movies. I don't play video games like I used to. Um, and usually when I do get a game, it's usually like I play a game and stick to that one game. So if I get like, for example, Skyrim, I can play that for 7 years straight, nonstop. Like, that's a good example. Or Saints Row. And usually I can pan between back and forth. So I could get one game per year and I can just go back and forth. I'd be like, okay, well, I could play this for a month, and then I could play this one for a month, and then go back to that again, and then go back to that again. So I have that ability. Like, I know most people want to get a new game every single, time a new game comes out. I don't like doing that. I've never been like that. Like, when I get a game, I like to stick to that one game, like GTA fans. But no, I can grow on YouTube. I can. It's just things have been different, when you're by yourself and you go to work every day and you struggle with buying things because you think about, can I afford this? Can I afford this? I don't know. But yeah, so when I first uploaded in 2023, that was like towards the end of 2023. It was at the time that my mom already had ovarian cancer and she was dying, and she died quickly. Like, quickly. Like October, she had the pain. In September, she even said she had the pain, even August. But in October, it just got bad, and then it just got worse from October. And I was like, "What?" And then she died in January of last year, 2024, January 15th, 2024. So that's one reason why I'm not big on YouTube. So I'm just letting people know the reason why um my channel is like a dead channel. It's not that I don't want to be popular. I do. But it's just, and here's another reason why and let me bring this up too. I don't want to have kids, right? So I don't want to have kids because my mom's not alive to see them. And I don't know, I just find that heartbreaking. Like, if I were to make a kid, like, and my mom doesn't see it, it's kind of sad. I know. Trying to hold that in, but I think it would be upsetting, like my mom left the world, and so my world has changed. My views on everything has changed. I can't accept anything. That's why I'm solely obsessed with AI and depopulating humans and stuff like that because it's just like it's too much, you know? I don't know, it's just too much. Like, at least with a machine, it can go on. With a human, it doesn't last forever. It's hard to explain that. I don't know if people, I don't know what you want to call that, um, but machines to me seems more of a better road, you know? Like, I just see the world differently than I did, when my mom was alive. Even though I was leaning towards that, like, I just I feel cursed, Even though, like I said, I don't believe in curses, I do feel like I'm cursed. Because every time I get into something, something always fucks it up, every single time, I get into something and it just backfires. It's like I can't have it, I can't acquire it. It's bullshit. Like, even though that I want it, I can't get it, and it creates hate and it creates anger and stuff like that. Like YouTube, like me wanted to be big on YouTube, do voice acting, or do something, grow. It's like, like, well, your mom has cancer, so, oh, now she died. How do you go on from that? It's hard. It is. It's hard. It's hard to upload videos. You still do it because that's what you wanted to do, but it's not like it's still like you feel drained. You know how, like, when you wake up in the morning while you're tired. Now try feeling like that all the fucking time. Maybe not you being tired, but like it's just you're weak. You know, that's how I feel. I feel tired all the time. I can't move like I used to. I can't even do morning shifts anymore. Yeah, I told my GM that I was like, I can't do mornings anymore. I just can't. I'm too tired. I'm too drained. And I know they're like, well, you used to do mornings, and you said, yeah. But ever since my mom passed, I can't do it. I wake up late. I just don't have the energy anymore. Um, it's crazy. But yeah, I thought I'd let people know like why my channel's dead. But I still try. I still make videos. I still upload. And that's the only thing that matters is you still upload. It still counts for something. It's like if you get knocked down, at least you got back up. It's kind of like that. You didn't totally disappear. You totally didn't give up. You still do something. So that's kind of like there's still hope because you're actually doing something. It may not be in, what people want to see. It's not what people want to hear, but at least it's something. And that should still matter. Better than nothing at all. You know? That's the way I look at it. As long as when you get knocked down, you get back up. You can't just let the world just. The clock doesn't stop. It keeps going. It does. It keeps going. It's not gonna stop for you. It's not gonna stop for anybody. It's just life. Someone dies. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's just end of the world for that person. There's a reason why people have kids. To keep the legacy going, right? So my mom birthed me and birthed my sister to keep the shit going. So it's kind of like just to leave something behind. So my mom left me behind. It's kind of like the reason why your parents leave you behind. It's just something people need to look into. Like, they leave you behind because they want to leave something like a legacy or the name or, just to keep things going. It's kind of like what I want to do. I want to leave something behind. So I guess I post videos on YouTube, you know? So even if I were to go, my videos is still up on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's still there. Me speaking my opinion, um, being honest, and it's something. V-Berg, it's kind of like that. I left V-Berg behind. But like I said, if I can turn V-Berg into something bigger, then I'll be definitely happy. If I put it on like a video game or some robot or some virtual reality technology, that would be great. If I can just put it into artificial super intelligence, then that would be pretty cool. It's time for Americans to make everything great again. That's one of the reasons why we voted for this dude. Okay? Make America great again. Let's make AI great. Let's make robots great. Let's be the best. This is what Americans are supposed to do, right? This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be better and make everything better and be more improved, more intelligent, more smarter. This is what we need. We need to start making things. This is what we fight for. This is the American shit. This is the fight, right? Like Donald Trump, fight. That's what we need to do. That's what I love about the message of Trump is his message when he got shot at. It was fight, fight. That's the message we should all have. Fight for freedom, liberty, strength, strong, power, taking taking the lead, leading everything else. That's what America was supposed to be better. That's what we should be. Other than that, but that's why I'm a low channel and that's why I don't have that many subscribers. I think all those people who do subscribe, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys subscribing and keep subscribing. Okay. Like I said, and maybe I won't even grow on here. Maybe somebody will see my video eventually and then make me big someplace else. Maybe I won't be big on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody will be like, hey, this dude speaks, this dude talks. I've looked at his videos. This dude looks like a good speaker. He'd be good for my business, you know? I could be good for someone's business because I'm speaking. I'm speaking to the world. Now, if I can just take that and have the audience in front of me and I can start speaking to the people and sitting in the chairs in the audience, and that'd be different. And I'd be looking behind me at a big screen and I could be like, okay, so what you want to do, guys, is this product right here. You can see that this new product allows you to do this, right? Okay, so we look at last year's product and it only had this. So new features have been added to this new product. So let's say like a phone or technology, I can speak in front of the public on that. I can be like, okay, so this is a new technology. This is something new. This is what we want. We want future new built-ins. See, I'm coming up with this on the top of my head. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. So that's what makes me even more unique, is I'm coming up with this on the top of my head. But here's the audience, and I'm speaking in front of these people, and I'm trying to push for this product to be sold. You know, somebody comes across my channel and they're going to be like, oh, so this is what this guy's doing. So I may not grow on YouTube, you know, but I may grow somewhere else. Maybe somebody comes across my channel and says, hey, this dude would be good for a speech at my business, you know, just pop on a suit and there you go. And now I'm doing something around the world. I'm speaking at these conventions and these areas around the world. So I got like little headphones on, like this little microphone, and I'm speaking. Only thing is I'm gonna have to shave, of course, trim and kind of cut my hair a little bit, look more decent. I mean, if that's what they want to promote their business, if they're gonna pay me some money to get me rich, I'm totally gonna do it. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. Other than that, guys, I'm VBerg. VBerg. Okay. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys for subscribing. Keep it coming. I know I don't have much. I may lose some and I may gain some. But thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys. Please. Thank you. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.